Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
You went out on a school night last night.
And I never do. And it reminded me about how great it is to do it. I went to see a show at the Opera House, but I met my friend Catherine beforehand at the Opera Bar. Chockers, people everywhere, eating, drinking. There's a whole life that because of these crazy hours we do, I never see during the week. It was so nice.
And what did you see?
Well, this was an extraordinary show that I've heard so much about, and I really wondered, how does it work? It's called RBG of Many One. It's a story of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It's a one-woman show with one of Australia's most fabulous actresses, Heather Mitchell. And this is a tour de force. I think it is one of the best things I have ever seen. And it starts with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who was only the second woman ever to join the Supreme Court in the US. And she was so instrumental in advocating for gender equality, for reproductive rights. She served well into her 80s. I think actually no, till she was 79, I think. But she made she was part of so many landmark decisions to help women. Her tenure was quite extraordinary. But this one-woman show, it's just Heather, and it is amazing. It begins with her waiting for President Clinton to phone her to see whether she's made it onto the Supreme Court bench. And then it goes back through other parts of her life. And then Heather, I don't know how she does it. She can walk across the stage and then just come back as an 80-year-old woman.
So with a costume change or like a bit of a stoop?
Yes,
a walking stick?
physically.
Yeah.
Just so different. But it's so emotional. And when you look at the turmoil America is in now with the Supreme Court, because this is what happens. You serve while you are able. And if that's till the day you die, then that's till the day you die. And they cover in this, she has a meeting she joins the bench during Clinton's tenure. Then she has a meeting with Obama. And she's the only performer on stage. She kind of embodies their voices as well to say, here's what happened. And Obama was saying delicately pretty much to her, look, you're getting really old. If you die, when Obama's tenure is up, then what if a Republican gets in? They get to appoint someone they want on the Supreme Court. And she says, I've still got so much work to do. So she said, stuff you. I'm going to stay alive and keep working. And then, of course, Donald Trump gets in. And so she's trying so hard to stay alive to the end of his reign, end of his 4 years, so that he doesn't get to appoint her predecessor. And, of course, she dies 40 days before the end, and he puts Amy Comey, I think her name is, in there.
Oh, Comey, yeah.
And so the whole balance shifted. Reproductive rights have been recalled. Roe v. Wade has been recalled. The whole Supreme Court has shifted so diametrically to the right. And this is what you see during her tenure, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, is that the Republicans and the Democrats admired each other's brains on the Supreme Court. They all enjoyed the feistiness of their discussions.
Yeah.
It's so splintered now. So this was an incredible moment of history. It's written by an Australian woman, Heather Mitchell. It's the role of a lifetime. It's on until the 30th of March at the Opera House. If you get a chance, go and see it. It was so incredible and emotional and amazing.
Wow.
Really. What a best night of theatre I've ever had.
So I haven't seen a one-woman play since I saw Shirley Valentine with Amanda Muggleton.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it, and she was great in it. But there's a bit where you come back at halftime, she's just in the nude.
It is unusual because in the actual movie, her moment of liberation happens right at the end of the film, with that moment of jumping off the boat. Yeah. When you come back at halftime, you don't expect to see her naked.
I came back with my chalk top, and I went, "Geez."
Yeah. Thought you'd walked into the wrong theatre. When I saw it, there was a drunk guy. Actually, maybe it was the same night as you. Asleep in front. He wakes up, having been asleep for most of the play, to see a naked woman in front of him. Thought he'd gone to heaven.